Welcome back to episode 19 of the WAT podcast. I don't know where to start. You know what? I'm gonna start off this week with what I've been binging on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides, okay, so I came across this channel that's called r slash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and as you can guess from it, it's just a bunch of Reddit stories and
Okay.
everything. But like these Reddit stories are from like subreddits like pro revenge and nuclear revenge and like stuff like that.
So it's just revenge stories.
Revenge stories and people like are actually insane.
I mean, I feel like we knew that.
No, but like the lengths that some people go to just to get like some kind of revenge on anyone
Mm-hmm.
is nuts.
Okay.
So there was this other story. There was this one story which I was listening to day before yesterday or yesterday, where
Where you were listening to it. So like
yeah.
the YouTube
So
channel is just they like say out the story.
yeah. They read out the
They
story.
just read out the
They
story.
read out this guy
Okay. What
reads
if
out the
like the
story.
story is just like 2 sentences long?
No. He always gets like stories that
Stories.
are like
Okay.
decent length. But then there's obviously if it's a short story, he'll get like two, three in
Okay.
one video. But this one guy found out that his wife was cheating on some guy from her work, and he planned like his revenge to divorce her for 3 years.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen stories like that where it's like the long ass con,
Yeah.
like they just know the whole time, and then they're like moving money into their
No,
account
no,
and
no.
they're doing.
This guy just instead of moving money, like at first he was in a high paying job and everything, and then he went to the divorce lawyer, and the divorce lawyer is like, you're the one who's like you're the one who's like the primary
Mm-hmm.
like
Provider.
bread earner for the house, right? And she's not on that high of a like that well paying of a job, and then that means that she will take the kids and you will have to pay child support and everything, and most likely she'll also get the house and all that stuff because the house is under both of their names.
Mm-hmm.
um, so he planned his revenge where he transferred himself over to a lower paying job, okay, which gave him a lot more free time, so he could chill at home and be with the kids and like drop the kids home to school and pick them up from school and all that. And then he convinced his wife, she was a nurse at that time, to take a master's in nursing. He paid for the master's in nursing, okay? It took 3 years for her to finish the degree, and then after that, she went to a higher nursing position, where now she was earning more than
More.
the dude. And then, yeah, he was like that for a bit, and then he went back to the divorce lawyer, and he's like, "Listen, this is how our financial situation is now after 3 years." And she immediately, that divorce lawyer signed that shit immediately, like just take it. So what he did was then he served her. She had to leave. She had to leave the house. She lost custody of the kids because now the guy was like the primary caregiver of the kids because he was spending the most time with them and everything. And then the woman, being working in a hospital at a higher nursing job, can't really doesn't really have that much free time because
Mm.
hospital calls are just random. And then he transferred like the half of the house that was in her name. He bought that out, so he owns the entire house. But now the woman is paying them child support.
What?
Oh
Okay.
man.
What is too far? Like, okay, like cheating is bad, right? But like, what is too far? Because like I've read stories where people like ruin the other
Oh
person's
yeah.
life.
No, today itself, I was reading this one. I was listening to this one guy. Like he went full on sociopathic.
Yeah, like
Like
people.
he found out like this girlfriend of his was cheating on him, and my god, for like 5 to 6 years after that, he was still on her ass, like tormenting her.
Yeah, no. I feel like yeah, cheating is bad, but like also it's. I feel like that's such a shitty thing. Like imagine like
And it's not like the level of like, oh, like, you know what, I'll cheat on you instead.
yeah,
He like dumped her, then he slept with all her teammate, like they were in like
okay,
she was running for track. So he slept with all her like teammates and everything. So their national rankings plummeted after they found out that this guy has been sleeping with all of us. So can't really trust each other, and like so they hated her teammates hated each other, like and everything. He almost slept with her married sister.
Oh God.
He started flirting with like acquaintances and everything. Then after when he was going to leave, um, like when he would sleep with anyone, he would like keep a piece of like souvenir, like a bra or like a hoodie or something like that.
Okay, yeah, this guy's
So
definitely a sociopath.
he like next level. And then one day she's like, listen, I'm coming to get all my stuff back. So he's like, no, I have company, which he did have company, obviously, right? Or even if he didn't have company, like he would just say that to
Say
make
yeah.
her feel shit. He's like, yeah, I have company, so I'll pack all your stuff and I'll send it to your
Mhm.
house. He packed her stuff, he packed all the other girls' stuff, and he returned it to the front
Yeah.
door of her house, and he called her father, and he's like, listen, I've left all the stuff outside, just pick it. 15 minutes later he gets a call from her, and she's like completely dead inside. She's like, man, like, why are you doing this to me and everything? Then he moves to Central America, and this guy is like, at this point, because of her, he blames it on her. He's like abusing drugs and like all kinds of, like, he
Mhm.
like after they broke up, there was not a day where he was 100% sober.
Okay.
Like he didn't go 24 hours sober for like 5 years or something like that.
Mhm.
He went to Central America, and yeah, he's chilling there, and then she messages him, and he's like, and he had a plan to go and visit his hometown for like a few days because he had some contract going on or something like that, and he thought that this would be another perfect time to like get back at her again. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be in town for like
Mhm.
I'm moving back to town. Like I'm not gonna be in town for 2 days. I'm moving back. So maybe we can like try salvage whatever this relationship that we have. So she had like high hopes. She's like, yeah, come through.
Also, why would she have high hopes after the
I
guy's?
I have no idea, man.
Okay, I feel like sometimes Reddit stories like also just sound made up.
I don't know
Like,
if this was made up or not, but like the way this guy was describing things, I was like, fucking hell, man.
yeah, no,
I,
like before, like we can go through the whole story and everything, but like there's just like a fine line where like you become the asshole, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like okay, yeah, she cheated
No,
on you,
even
but
even
like,
even in the comments of that video, like they were like, this girl literally cheated on him, and this man
man,
like full on turned sociopathic,
yeah, like
and even there was one who was like, this is the future, like serial
serial killer, yeah,
killer.
because like okay, first of all, like I get like people being in a dark place and then they resort to something to make, but I also feel like it's such a bad habit to blame that on someone else because like the only way to also get out of addiction sometimes is like the first step
Just
is
letting go.
acknowledging, yeah.
Yeah,
And also like imagine because like you hear stories of like people in Nairobi as well, like they break up and then it's like they walk around and be like I'm smoking because of you now, I'm like
yeah.
drinking because of you, and that's
I
also
don't think that's like a Nairobi thing.
okay, yeah,
I've
no,
heard it happen to a lot of
yeah,
people.
and like I feel like if I broke up with someone, right, like I'm an adult who made a decision that I don't want to be with you, and then like
These like he was in
yeah,
he
so
was
like
in college at that time.
yeah, and like yeah, even if I like cheated on you or whatever, but like in just let's excuse the cheating. Like let's just say we broke up, and the
Yeah,
thing people still go around and like I smoke because of you, and
well,
I'm
yeah,
like so like how is that my fault?
yeah.
Like it's my fault that like
You don't have the mental strength to
I mean
like cope.
yeah, and there's like people who aren't in that position, but like at a point like I also have to just be responsible for myself. Like I can't go around like with my whole list of ex being like, okay, I have to take this guy to alcohol, no anonymous, I have to like take this guy to the therapist, I have to take this guy to this. So like yeah, it's sometimes also just a shitty thing to do where you
Yeah,
like put that whole burden on someone else just because they made an adult decision to not be with you.
yeah.
But like also yeah, there's just a fine line. Like people key people's cars or
Cars and
like
everything.
throw clothes out the window. Like okay, I
That's
guess
fine. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
in
fine.
the
Like
in the
that's
heat of the moment.
repairable
Yeah, in
damage.
the heat of the moment. But like you should go out ruining people's life because she's like not even like your wife. Okay, no stage of a relationship should justify that. Like even if she's your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, man, like just fucking assholes. But are you done talking about your thing? Because this would be a perfect segue into my
Continue,
thing.
continue.
Okay, so speaking of assholes,
Yeah.
I have been binging
Ah,
a show called The Squid Game, which
is
is
it's on Netflix,
it's
right?
on
It's
Netflix.
is it a Japanese show?
It's a Korean show,
Okay.
and I started it last night, and like I had like work and everything, but I was like, I it was one of those first shows like after a while, where like I ended up watching it like the whole night. I woke up, I
Oh
started
my
watching it.
God.
I was like doing exercise. I was like watching because I
Yeah.
just needed to know what happens, and it's actually like it has a lot of flaws, and like if like
If you
it's
look at it at a critical
yeah, if
way.
you like look at it through a microscope, you're like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
What is this? It has like pacing issues and stuff, and like some of it is really slow, and like you wonder why these scenes are there, like all the critiques I usually have. But man, this is such a well written depiction of just humanity, like how selfish people can be.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's actually incredible. So the whole concept of the show is that um there are people in they host like these rich people host a game show, or like they do a game show where they invite people who are in really big debt, and then they have to play 6 games, and out of the 6 games, at the person who is at the end wins like a whole shit ton of money.
Hmm.
The catch is that if you get eliminated, you get eliminated, kind
Like
of thing.
you get killed.
You get killed. And
Okay.
then like the themes it explores of just like rich people, and like the fun, or like the concepts, like how rich
Yeah.
people behave, how like debt, like the choices that people make when they're like super like struggling,
Hmm.
and they don't know which way to turn, like family, job, friendship, everything. Just it's so well written, and oh my god, like I love this show. I would recommend it to everyone.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I would definitely like the reason I say that I have like like the pacing issues and stuff, because like at a point I was also like using that 10-second skip button like just to get things moving along. But if you have like the patience for it and everything, I would highly recommend it, because I feel like there not I think this is one of the few shows where like there have been more than like 5 moments where I was like tearing up. That's how hard.
What?
Yeah, that's how hard some of the scenes hit. Like I was like, damn, like I cannot believe they did that. I cannot
Okay.
believe they went there. Like just because like even between the contestants, like the conversations they have, the way they behave, like the individualization, like taking responsibility,
It's
stuff like
just
that.
so it's just that the
It's so well written, like it's so human, and like it makes you feel like you relate to the characters so much, because you understand everyone's position. You
hmm.
understand why everyone is making the decision that they do. You understand even like from the rich people's point of view why they're doing the things that they do, and it's crazy as shit. I would highly recommend it, and
Okay.
I have binged it over the last day. I have not been binging it, but
Oh my god, so you finished it.
yeah, I started it last night and I finished it today. It's 9 episodes,
What the
and like
fuck?
they're an hour long episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a very bad idea to start it before. Like I got into bed at like 9:30, 10,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm just gonna watch this one episode just to see how
And
it
you were
is.
up till
I
like
was like,
7,
yeah,
8 in the
I
morning.
was up to like 3 watching it, and then I like woke up at
What?
7, and I was like, I'm gonna watch an episode right now. I just need to know what happens. Yeah, loved it. And the main character is also everything. All the characters are just written so well, and I was very impressed with that show. So
Mm-hmm.
I would highly recommend.
Okay.
Okay, we can move on to the Nicki Minaj tweet as well.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about this,
Yeah.
man. Holy shit.
So I feel like this pandemic, as tragic as it has been, it has also like shed light on so many different things like
Yeah.
that we would never be exposed to,
Yeah.
and I kind of appreciate it for that
For
specific.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's just
We have like seen the actual,
yeah.
what is the word? Idiocy of
We've just
people.
seen like also the shittiness of people. Like remember when Elon Musk was like, be like, if you don't come to work and get COVID, like I don't care if you get COVID, you're gonna get fired or whatever, like
Yeah.
shit like that. And like I feel like this pandemic was like the biggest exposure of Elon Musk, because everyone before that was
Was
Elon
like,
Musk.
yeah, he's my
He's like
god
just
and
like one of
everything.
us. He's just a like we're all billionaires together, or like he's a
Yeah.
billionaire, but he's just like us, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it like just shattered the image of like the fact that this guy is just like everyone else. Never trust rich people.
No, you
That
really don't.
that's why I don't trust you.
What the fuck?
Who do you exploit, Amoy? Did you tell him? Huh?
Nobody.
if I
Probably.
go to the office right now, will I find out that you were telling everyone that like if they don't come,
Ah, okay. As if
like
I have any like power over there. Nothing.
yeah.
Nobody will listen to me.
It's really funny because I remember going to the reception and being like a Moisha, and she didn't
She's
know
like, who is this
who is
guy?
this guy? Who is a Moisha? And
Yeah,
here I'm getting
that's how much power
power you
and
have.
status I
Yeah,
have in that office. Even the
Mhm.
receptionist doesn't know who I am.
Yeah,
Um,
but
but
yeah,
yeah, like okay, Nicki Minaj, man, holy shit, bro.
like anti-vax tweets are one thing, but the way she just went about it is just a whole other thing.
That
She
was
was like,
just too funny. Okay, so the context for those of you who've been living under a rock, I presume, if you've not heard about this, is Nicki Minaj uh, came out and said that, um, I, what did she say? That I haven't got she said she hasn't got the vaccine yet, or
no, no, no.
I would recommend not
Okay,
getting the
listen.
vaccine or
This
something
tweet
like
is so perfect. I'm gonna read it word for
that.
word. Okay,
Okay.
I'm just gonna go into Twitter and read it word for word because I
Okay.
feel like it will never do it justice if we like paraphrase what she was trying to say.
Yeah, okay, fine. Fine.
Okay.
Man, I just can't believe it. I literally
Okay.
can't believe it. Like these
Sh-
are words that came out of an actual, like someone where she went and opened Twitter and she's like, you know what, this is like something that I should really type out without doing my own research. And then in the tweet she added, make sure you do your research before getting being bullied about the people. Man, holy fuck.
oh my god. So
Wait,
I'm
wait.
going through her thing and she's
I'm pretty
tweeted.
sure she's
Yeah,
tweeted a lot of shit, man.
she's okay. I hear you. Wait, no, okay, no. Oh my god, no. She's tweeted like a lot of shit about like just defending herself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was now weeks away from getting married, and now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision and not bullied. Oh my god. Fuck.
Okay. So someone replied to her, which was like, because like she went on this whole tear. Like if you go through a Twitter feed, it's just a whole tear of like her replying to every single person who
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure,
and
yeah.
she was like, so some of the like golden ones are like someone wrote, Nikki, the vaccine doesn't prevent getting COVID, prevents you getting serious symptoms. And then she was like, babe, that's not true. I had the exact same symptoms as people with the damn vaccine. And I feel like she doesn't understand. Like you just don't get serious symptoms.
Like
Like you,
literally that's what
yeah,
the tweet said.
yeah,
You
like
don't
you,
get serious symptoms.
yeah. And she's like, nah, like the symptoms just change after you get the vaccine. You just don't get some of them. Yeah, Nicki Minaj is really, really funny. A lot of people are, and the funniest thing is like, man, like the amount of support they get from like conservatives, like who's the guy, Tucker
Tucker
Carlson. Oh
Carlson.
my god, like he was like
He was probably dick riding her,
dude,
man.
like he aired his thing and someone took screen grabs of it and they're like, this is new world media, where the headline was like, Nicki Minaj tweets about testicles or something like that. Like he was literally
You
sitting
know
there
what's
on
the
a
funniest thing? Literally everyone in Fox News has been vaccinated,
yeah,
and they're preaching about don't get the
yeah,
vaccine and
no,
it's like
but like
bad for you and all that
imagine
shit.
like you sit down and like you're like, today's story will be Nicki Minaj tweeted about her cousin's
My
testicles.
cousin's friend's testicles
Testicles
getting swollen.
swollen. But like the funny thing was, everyone was like, "Man, that's a really bad STD. You should go get checked out." And which
Yeah,
is
I hope
actually,
I hope like the friend actually went to the hospital.
yeah, no, this pandemic has very like brought a lot of people to like,
Has
yeah,
exposed like humanity in a very like convenient way.
yeah,
Like you don't have people before. You would have to go like to the deepest depths of Facebook to find some fucking idiot like spouting some nonsense,
yeah.
but now it's like all
All
out there.
yeah. Honestly, I feel like Twitter has just given a platform. Like I know, like there's stupid people everywhere,
Yeah.
and like Facebook and stuff has. But man, the more I browse Twitter, I feel like all of them are just situated on Twitter, man. Like I see the dumbest shit on like, and like I remember like a week ago I had this thing where I was like, man, like Facebook has to be better, and it honestly was. Like at least there was less like idiocy, but man, Twitter.
I feel like because I think Facebook has kind of toned down what you don't see in what you see
Hmm.
and what you don't see in a way. Twitter, because you like the likes and retweet shit
Oh
can
yeah.
like it's just a chain, right?
Yeah.
If like 100,000 people have retweeted a tweet, that means the followers of those 100,000 people have seen that tweet.
Yeah.
So like I mean the chance of you seeing that like a stupid tweet
It's
is
very
much higher than like on Facebook, because people
personal.
don't really post anything
Yeah.
anymore. And like the only shit, like when I go on Facebook, right, I just get videos of like random things. I get like cooking videos.
Oh
I get
yeah.
like fucking Brad Mondo like talking about like how people have destroyed their hair and shit like that, and like he just reacts to different people's like hairstyles, and
Yeah.
someone is like cutting her braids off, so he's like, oh my god, like holy shit.
No, that's fair.
That's
Facebook.
like the only thing I get,
Yeah.
like those Darman videos.
I'll always just get like ads for games like Candy Crush, and I only get
Yeah,
requests for
yeah.
games. It's also really funny. Like I log in after like 3 months, and I'll be like, "You have 47 notifications." I'm like, "Damn, man, I'm popular as fuck. Everyone's missed me on this platform," and it's just thousands of people sending me dumb invites to like
People
the.
still send you
Yeah, people
invites.
still send requests, man. Like of
I
like
think
farm games and
fuck.
and like it's not even like old people. It's like people like I knew in school and stuff. Who are
I
just
don't get those anymore.
oh, I still get those, man.
I've
Like
never got. I've stopped getting Farmville and
oh
all that
yeah.
shit. All those requests for like years now.
Hold on. I can even like, but like it was also because I also am on my Facebook, like my uni like groups, right? Like,
Uh huh.
so they're still like active. Like whoever posts on those like forums and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
you
No,
still get.
no,
Okay,
that's fair. That's fair. But like, I mean, I just go on Facebook to look at dumb videos.
I don't go on Facebook at all. I feel like I go on Twitter even less and less now because man, my brain hurts sometimes. Like
I've like honestly, I also stopped. I think it's also depends on the people you follow, right?
yeah,
I've stopped getting a lot of dumb tweets and like stupid takes on my
yeah,
like Twitter feed now.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I
Like
start
I am thankful for that.
yeah I started using that feature where you just like mute certain,
Yeah, you
and
mute
it's just
certain
been a
people.
blessing.
Yeah, it's yeah. So
Yeah.
someone was just talking about that. They were like, the mute button is probably like the best thing
Yeah.
social media has like made.
Honest to God, man, like the fact that I can just mute out certain words and like so much garbage just goes away.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Alright. I don't have any other topics.
Oh wow! Holy shit! Well, how many minutes have we hit?
You don't have
26 minutes.
do you have any other topics?
No, not really. I mean, I was gonna talk about like whatever my main bit of the topics were just whatever I've been watching on YouTube. Oh, I've been watching. I recently started rewatching Westworld.
Mm-hmm.
From start to end. So you know when Westworld was like the thing,
The thing.
right? That was like season 1 was airing, and then season 2 came out, and like people kind of like lost interest. Like I was one of those people. Like season 2 came out, and I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like this story is getting kind of hard to follow.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I started rewatching it, and it's like one of those things. I feel like Westworld is one where watching the episodes back to back, or like not binging them in one go, but
But
like
just knowing when they're fresh in your mind.
yeah, like just watching them one after the other, like it's a much more enjoyable, and much you can like actually comprehend what the fuck is going on.
Okay. The thing is, I completely disagree with that. Because I
Uh-huh.
did the exact same thing. Is
Okay.
when I think season 3 came out or something. I waited for it to finish.
Later last year.
Yeah, I waited for it to finish and stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna rewatch this shit.
Yeah.
I finished season 1, and I was like, man, I love that. I
Yeah.
remember why it's so good.
Yeah.
And I've like heard like season 2 is whatever, but man, I do not care for like the stories in season 2 or season 3.
I mean, okay, like season 2, to be honest, like season 2 was very confusing.
Yeah,
It was very like, even though I was watching like an episode a day, it was still kind of hard to keep up. Like the problem with Westworld is that the storylines are so like, the timeline is so fucking weird from each
mm-hmm.
episode. You're just like, where is this, what time, like what
Yeah,
time in the story am I in? but then like everything finally comes towards the end, and but the thing is with season 2, I was like happy with the ending. I was like, you know what, fine. But now there's a season 3, so I'm gonna see
Yeah.
what
You see, I was
happens.
happy with like season two's, like season one's ending,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was happy. Like for me, Westworld ended there. Like they he was shot, and then just went wild, like and then it's kind of like up to me to decide how like it went out. Even though I've watched season two,
Yeah.
and I kind of like finishing shows like that, and it's something like Sohani like instilled in me, which is just like there's certain parts where it's just like a better ending. For example, like season two, like Money Heist, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's really good.
I've never watched it.
Okay, no, even though it's really good, like you don't need to watch it, but like season two is when it ended, and then they made season three, season four. But for me,
And now season 5.
yeah, but for me, season two's ending was like so on point, so like perfect. I was like, I don't need to watch more. Like, I don't want further stories. I'm happy with how it ended.
Okay.
Even like Hannibal, like there was a season 4, but season
There's
3.
still a season 4. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's only 4 seasons.
Okay, it's only, but dude, I remember watching like season 1
Yeah.
and like 4 episodes, and I was like, bro, my stomach can't handle
Yeah.
this shit.
No, it's pretty gruesome, but like it gets to like season 3, and it has like this perfect ending.
Yeah.
Not like it's not even a perfect. It's not even an ending.
It's like after this, you're like your imagination can take
Yeah,
over.
it's like it's
It doesn't need another season.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't need to be explained. It's kind of like I love the point where it descended. Like I don't want to watch more.
It's kind of open ended, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't need another season.
Yeah,
Is what
and
you're
like
saying.
and I feel like there are a lot of shows which could do with that, where it's just like cut it while it's short. Like I feel like The Good Place is the best example, where the first season was just outstanding, and then every other season was just so meh because. But I think that suffered from the fact that the first season was so good, like you just can't live up to it because it was one of the finest things on TV at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with Westworld, it was the same thing where I was like, season one was the perfect ending for me, and having watched season two and stuff as well, I'm so okay with for me. Like I don't remember what happened in season two at all. Like I remember at the start they were like,
It's very confusing.
yeah, like I remember at the start they were like finding bodies and like
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth's brother was there.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
But like season one, I remember everything. Like there'll be parts where I was like, man, there was that one scene in Westworld, so I'll go onto YouTube and search it because for me it was just like Westworld.
Season
was
one was like literally so good.
Yeah, everyone was like crazy over it.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't watched Westworld? Now we're just talking about our lives.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like season 2, I finished watching season 2, and I was like, you know what, this is fine. I don't know where they can take the story. So today I'll start at season 3.
Yeah, I feel like
see how it goes. It's
I
only
feel-
8 episodes long.
Yeah, in
so
season
it's
3, I
fine.
think it's like she goes out into the real world, or is that
Yeah,
already?
that's what I was expecting.
Yeah, and then I was like, man, like then you're just going.
You
like,
know the crazy part. What the crazy part is? Apparently, there's gonna be a season 4 next year.
Yeah, no, I heard about that as well. Like, you're just expanding the world.
Yeah,
too
I even
much.
saw ratings, like IMDb ratings and everything, and it's like season 1 they're like all 9s, and like
Yeah,
the last
like
one
the
is probably like
9.8s.
is so high up there, and then season 2 is like 8, some are 7, they're okay, and then season 3 is like 5, 6, 4, and I'm just like, holy shit, that's like a fall from grace.
Yeah, like you should have just ended it there. But I feel like it's also like you have this idea and you know where you want to take it, but then the first season is just so good. Like for example, the show that I recommended, Squid Game. The first season I really loved, but
There's a
like
second season.
the way it ended, it was
Uh-huh.
like there was gonna be a second season. I
Uh-huh.
was like, please don't make a second season.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I've already got my dose of everything before it gets repetitive. Like, just don't fucking do it.
Okay.
But they're obviously gonna do it.
I think okay, I think there's the same, like, have you watched Alice in Borderland?
No.
Okay. It's a Japanese show. The synopsis is like this guy and 2 of his friends, they get transported into like uh an empty Tokyo. And in that Tokyo, uh, every night there's like games that you have to play. Okay, you don't have to play, but there's games, and at the end of the game, like the at the end of the game, you get a playing card, right? And then the number on that card, and then the suit of that card, right, determines what kind of game it was. So the higher the number, the more difficult the task and shit like that. um, and you have to collect all 52 cards of the playing deck and everything. And then after you finish a game and you survive the game, right, you get a visa for 3 days. If you don't complete a game within those 3 days, you'll automatically get killed or something like that. And like I feel like that show ended in a like, okay, it ended in a, I wasn't fully satisfied with the ending of season one, but like I was like, you know what, if there was no season two, like I'd be fine with it, I guess. But I feel, but there's still so much more that they can do in season two. It's not like yours where it's like, okay, it's gonna be repetitive or whatever.
Yeah, like once if you watch it, like once you watch it, like you'll know the ending, and like it is kind of different, but it's also like this ending was so satisfying. Like just don't make another one. But also, it's also a money making business, and like if something works well the first time, you make a second one.
Yeah.
So obviously, that's how it goes.
Well, I think with that we can come to an end of this episode.
Yeah,
Of
not
the
our best
WAT
one.
podcast. Oh, so yeah, I wanna say that I rewatched Shang-Chi again yesterday, and man, that movie
Lives up, right?
it lives up after a second watch.
It's amazing. Oh my god! Like I feel like Shang Chi is one of those movies like I like sit up and I'm like, man, I really wish I could just be watching Shang Chi right now because
Yeah.
I really want to watch all those fight scenes again. I want to watch everything again. Just fucking A movie, man. It was just so good.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, I would highly recommend you go watch it. If you've already watched it, I would recommend you
You
message
would.
me so I can come watch it with you.
Yeah,
again.
like honestly, like it lives up. Like that shit is so tight, man.
Yeah.
I was still, like in awe of and I went with my parents who aren't obviously Marvel fans or anything, but like they enjoyed that movie. They said it's like significantly better than, the ones with like just superpowers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there was something also super believable about all of it. Like,
yeah,
you go watch Thor and he's like sending his hammer and his hammer's coming back. And like, you go watch, I guess, Iron Man still to a degree is like plausible, but even
yeah.
Captain America jumping from a building and then he like lands on his shield and he's like, yeah, I didn't break anything. So,
No,
like,
okay, but like genuinely, like even for a casual fan who's not a Marvel fan, who hasn't seen any of the Marvel movies or anything, like you can just watch that and have a good time.
I remember why I didn't go watch it actually now. I
Why?
remember I didn't go watch it because like I got busy and then I remember Shivani telling me that it comes out on Disney Plus in like 2 weeks. So I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it
so
comes out this week.
no. So they were saying that it after the release, it comes out a month after its release on Disney Plus.
Okay, so it came out on September 3rd, right?
I think so.
4th or September 3rd or 4th.
I'm not sure. Hold on.
But yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those movies that I'm going to steal a Disney subscription for. Watch like tons of times.
I mean, yeah, second. Yeah, third. We
Okay,
went
yeah.
to see it on the second.
All right, so it's
Or?
yeah, by like
Yeah, second.
yeah, in like a week and a half it'll come out. So
Yeah.
might as well just wait and then yeah, I can like rewatch. And the thing about watching it on Disney Plus is that I can also like just like watch a fight scene and then go back and then watch it again.
Watch it again, yeah.
Although I feel like that would also like I don't want to overdo it and ruin it, so I
Yeah.
might as just well watch it.
You can also watch Loki finally.
No, I don't care about Loki.
Dude. Okay, I feel like you need to watch that show just for the implication it has
Okay, I'll
on
read
the on the on the
See,
entire
but you
thing.
see,
On
I
the
would-
on phase 4 going forward.
Okay, but you see, then I would rather just like read about like someone probably wrote a long ass article about how like everything in Loki could affect the future of
Yeah, I
Marvel.
get. Yeah, fair enough. If you don't want to watch it, don't
Like
watch
I
it.
don't
but,
really
like,
care
yeah.
about Loki. Loki's dead, man. Why do we have a show about Loki? Loki's dead. Why do we have 2 whole seasons of Loki? Loki is dead, man. Move on. I'm all for just getting rid of this whole like phase 3 and starting to move to phase 4. Okay, I already love Shang-Chi. I already forgot about Iron Man. Yeah, he died. Big whoop. Okay, we've moved on. So might as well like yeah, because I feel like now I'm just way more excited to see like Black Widow is dead. Why is there a movie about Black
Okay,
Widow?
that was just the worst. I don't understand why they really fucked up with that one, man.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
Like she's
I
dead.
felt so bad.
Like
I was
who?
like, man, you could have just released this after Civil War.
Yeah.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah, like release the thing, like release a Black Widow movie, right? When people give a shit about Black Widow,
Yeah.
but you're gonna kill her off in a movie and then bring back like a movie about her. Like who gives a shit? Like she's dead.
About something that happened like years
Yeah, and she's
ago.
not. It doesn't even affect like the bigger Marvel universe
Yeah.
because it's just like a self-contained story on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
And I was like, I'll
I
never
mean,
pay
it,
money.
it kind of affects it, like the ending affects it, but like that's it.
Yeah, but it's just because of the sister, right?
Yeah.
Like, but otherwise, like, who gives a shit? Like, I can just read about like how the sister will be important in the next Marvel movies than
No,
sit
she
through.
won't be that important. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like she's gonna be like one of those
yeah,
which characters? Like, you know, like one of those characters that occasionally comes in or
yeah,
like what's her name? Peggy Carter's niece.
yeah. She just comes in
She
random.
comes in randomly, like she'll just come in random movies here and there, and that's
Yeah,
it.
but you see, like, I feel like Disney has chosen the worst times to make movies about characters no one gives a shit about. I don't give a shit about Hawkeye. Like, I
No,
don't.
that's a show.
I know, but still, I don't give a shit about Hawkeye. Like, that's even worse. You're telling me you're gonna sit through an 8 episode show about
Six.
Hawkeye?
I'm pretty sure it'll be 6.
6 episodes of
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
I will.
Of Hawkeye.
Yes, I
The
will.
guy who shoots arrows. That's
Yes,
it.
I will, bro. There's people who have watched 5 seasons of fucking Arrow.
Okay, who does that either? Like,
There's people who've done
okay,
that.
no, but you see, like, I feel like that is so different because it in itself it's a universe, right? Like, there's this character,
Yes,
it's
the
a universe,
Arrowverse is
so
there.
you can build like the whole universe how you want it. But like when there's already such an established universe where like you can't like be as like creative, like no,
Listen,
Hawkeye
maybe
can't go to
maybe I
space.
wanna maybe I don't want something that fucking transports me to like a different dimension every other movie.
Okay,
Okay,
but you don't also want to watch a guy who shoots arrows.
maybe
Like
I
it's
do.
not even Shang Chi where they're like having good fight scenes. He's gonna be like, shoo, shoo, shoo. That's all he's gonna be doing.
Maybe I do wanna
Yeah,
watch
that's
that.
all he's gonna be doing, and then it'll be like that one scene explaining why he was in like Tokyo killing people like randomly.
Maybe I do want to do that.
No, you
Maybe I do
don't.
want to watch a grounded.
It's
down-
not gonna be grounded. It's gonna be shit.
I want to watch a grounded, down to earth, not superhero, just a normal hero guy. Like,
But
you know.
he doesn't even have any like qualities that like make him like proper hero. Like
So that's why they have the show.
yeah, but like
Listen, think about it, okay?
oh my god.
All these TV shows are about fucking characters that you don't give a shit about. But at the end of the show, the general consensus is now I actually give a shit about these characters.
Okay.
That is why you think that you okay. The reason why they have this fucking these shows is because they're giving multiple like movie run times for this character to develop.
Mhm.
So you can finally, understand this character better and like this character better and
Okay, but
care
I don't
about this
want to
character.
care about Hawkeye. That's the thing.
That's the
There's
problem.
a whole
You don't
universe.
know.
No, there's a whole universe of characters that I will now have to care for, like the Eternals, like Shang Chi, and you want me to go back to caring about Hawkeye?
So you're telling me you wouldn't give a shit about Spider-Man because he was introduced in fucking phase
Okay, no,
three,
no.
two,
No,
three.
that's different. That's different. Spider-Man is way different than Hawkeye. How do you even put them in the same boat? You're just justifying Hawkeye
Listen,
for no
Hawkeye
reason.
is-
I don't know why
Hawkeye-
you decided this is the thing you're gonna die on. You're gonna
Hawkeye-
die on this hill. You're gonna die defending Hawkeye.
Hawkeye is one of
Oh
the
God.
3 original Avengers who is still alive.
Which are the Bruce Banner,
Bruce Banner and Thor.
Thor. Oh my god, he shouldn't even be in the first one. How
Oh my
did they
God.
choose a Hawkeye to be the Avenger?
Listen, because you need like some regular dude who
That
has
was already
nothing.
Black Widow, who was a regular person.
Maybe you need a male counterpart.
Oh my god, okay, we're gonna end this because Amar has chosen to fucking defend Hawkeye like it's his brother. But holy shit, I cannot believe you're gonna defend Hawkeye this hard. Loki, I understand. Like he was a beloved character, like
Yeah.
you want to get to know more about him.
But like, the reason why I'm defending Loki is because, as much as I would watch Hawkeye, I would just watch it to pass my time.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not something that I'm gonna be obsessing over.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'll watch it the days that it comes out because I'll have nothing to do.
Mhm.
Okay.
20-minute episode, why not?
No, for the 40-minute episode.
Oh my
But
God.
whatever.
Or whatever.
Whatever. Okay, I'll just watch them because, like, I kind of I've been invested in this thing for like 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well
Mm-hmm.
complete everything. Do the 100% completionist run.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, exactly. But Loki, the reason I'm defending Loki this much is because the implication that show has, just
Okay.
for phase 4 in general.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see fucking space and do all this nonsense. Loki is the one for you.
Okay,
It is
listen.
better than WandaVision and the other one,
Okay. The
Falcon
thing
and the
is,
Winter Soldier.
I did not say I have a problem with Loki. Like I said,
You did.
no, I said I just said right now that Loki is like a beloved character and everything, so it makes sense.
No,
that...
you said he's dead. Why do we need another
Okay,
Loki?
yeah, but that's just a personal thing. Like I don't have a thing with like the show coming out. It's just a personal thing that I'm never
Okay.
gonna watch it because of my feelings towards Loki.
Fine.
But Hawkeye is a shit ass character. He doesn't deserve a 6 episode show.
Then what does he deserve?
Nothing.
Oh my
He
god.
should have both. You know what? The thing. Let me
They
tell
should
you.
have both
Let me.
died. Is that
Yeah.
what
Let
you're
me
saying?
sum up this.
How the hell did they get the Soul Stone then?
Okay, listen. I don't care. But like, no. Let me explain to you my feelings. Right? When Infinity War was happening
Uh-huh.
and both of them were on the edge, I
Uh-huh.
gave zero shits. I was like, "Fuck, both of you could die as long as the Soul Stone goes."
But
And they
where
spend
will it go?
I know, and I know that one of them only could die because one of them had to take it. But what
Yeah.
my feelings were is like they were like dragging each other back, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't give a shit. Both of you can die. Like both of you are at least like popular characters. Like I don't give a shit about either of you. Like if Jeremy Renner is the one on the floor, I don't give a shit. If it's
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, I don't give a shit. Like just speed it up, man. Get to the more important characters. And then they've given the guy who survived the show. So
The
obviously I'm
movie.
gonna have feelings about it.
Okay, well, what if they made a movie about him? Would you watch that one? Or
No, hell no. Like no. No. You know what?
Okay.
Like
we
actually-
can both die on our opposite hills, okay?
No, but your hill is a shit hill to die on.
It's fine, I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad your life will be better having watched the goddamn Hawkeye show.
Maybe it'll tie in better to everything.
You know what? I might be such a big hypocrite because when it comes out and people are like, oh my god, it's really good and everything.
I'm pretty sure people said that about Loki, but you still don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's true. I think people haven't said that about like
Falcon and Winter
Falcon,
Soldier
yeah,
didn't give a shit.
yeah.
So don't lie
I
to
think
me.
okay, yeah, that's fair. I probably won't watch it. Yeah. All right, we can end it.
Yeah.
It's really funny because we didn't have a topic and then we
We
decided
had
to.
we had a 10. I feel like this is like our regular conversation.
Yeah.
Just arguing with
This
each
we
other.
just do this to keep in touch. We don't really give a shit.
Okay. See you guys next time with episode 20. Oh, we're at episode 20 next time.
Nice.
Should we do something special? We'll see about that. Bye.
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 God damn.